USA 9 News at 11 starts right now with a very disturbing story in Prince George's County. A daycare employee apparently abusing toddlers in her care. Video of the alleged abuse is being shared all over social media tonight. Thank you for being here with us. I'm Lorenzo Hall.
I'm Leslie Foster, and tonight we know police are investigating, and that employee no longer has a job.
Now, a warning, we're going to show you some of that video, but we've blurred out the faces of the children involved.
The investigation is unfolding at the Oxon Hill Center. As soon as we saw this video, our Katie Lusso started asking questions.
Tonight I spoke with several parents, including one who says it was his son. In one of the videos, he tells me his son is now being evaluated, but other parents coming to pick up their children were shocked. Many of them told me they had only found out about the video through social media and were extremely upset. Video circulating on social media shows a woman believed to be a former employee of the Oxon Hill Center grabbing a child by the shirt and throwing them down on their back, kicking them, grabbing them by the arm and throwing them down, and knocking a chair from under another child. Friday afternoon, Prince George's County Police were outside the daycare. They didn't allow us near the doors. A person who answered the phone when we called told us no comment, but a parent shared this email that was sent out by the daycare letting parents know the, quote, former employee in the disturbing video had passed all criminal and child abuse background checks before they were hired, that as soon as the daycare found out about the video, the person in it was fired, and that it was reported to police and other authorities for investigation.
It sucks because this place is really good. The other people are really great. I knew exactly who the kid was.
Ladera's son attends the daycare.
The first way I'm hearing about it is through social media versus the school. It's disgusting.
She says after this, she's not so sure he'll be back.
Like, what has this happened before? I mean, I'm thinking about withdrawing because I don't feel safe and I have to go to work and I have to think of this, or is my child safe, or is someone putting his hands on him?
And Prince George's County Police tells us there is an investigation underway into that video. In Oxon Hill, I'm Losso.
Okay, so y'all just heard that audio right there. And I'm very, very familiar with this daycare center because it's in an area that I'm very, very familiar with. As a matter of fact, the location of this daycare is about driving distance from me, probably about 10 minutes away. I know exactly where this daycare was. So when I saw this on the news, I said, I know exactly where this place is located because I've gone over in that area several times for a multitude of different reasons. And when I heard about this, I said, this is crazy as hell. But unfortunately, it's not shocking because we hear all kind of daycare nightmare stories all of the time when it comes to these type of situations where we have these people who you think are going to be taking care of your kids and they are there abusing them. Now, of course, y'all only saw the audio, but it also within the audio, which was a video behind it, it actually did show video of what she was doing to these kids. Like when one of them, she actually kicked the chair from underneath one of the kids and he fell out of the chair. One of them, she actually picked the child up by their shirt and like slammed the child on their back. Another one, she kicked while the child was laying down. She kicked the whatever the child was laying on from underneath the child, causing the child to roll over and kind of fall over something. Like she was doing all kinds of stuff. But what makes it even worse is that this woman, or this, I guess this individual, recorded her doing this. It wasn't bad enough for her to be abusing these kids, but it made it even worse when she decided to record her performing the act. Now, this is a picture of the woman right here. Her name is Kayla Greenwell, and she's 23. Now, I have to pull up an article and read from it because in the audio that you heard, it didn't have anything about her being arrested or anything like that. It just says she was fired. That was from maybe a couple days ago, but recently it has been noted that she was arrested. So I'm going to read what this article says. A Maryland daycare worker was arrested after she allegedly filmed a video of herself kicking and yanking a child at an Oxon Hill Center, police said. In the video, a woman identified by police as Kayla Greenwell, age 23, is seen using her foot to move a child. She then yanks the child by the arm, drops the child onto a mattress, and then kicks the mattress, which led the child to falling off. At another point in the footage, she appears to pick the child up by the shirt and drop them on a mattress. The video was filmed on Wednesday, the Prince George's County Police Department said in a news release. Fox 5 DC initially reported the story after receiving a copy of the video. PGPD, or the Prince George's County Police Department, would like to thank Fox 5 News for immediately forwarding the video to our Media Relations Division and holding off on airing the video, police said. Doing so allowed PGPD to begin the investigation and make a quick arrest. PGPD also appreciates the help from the community in identifying the suspect. Greenwell of Oxon Hill, located about 50 miles from Baltimore, was charged with multiple counts of child abuse and assault, authorities said. She is currently in the custody of the Department of Corrections. Attorney information was not made available. The daycare center did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Saturday. Greenwell began working at the center in late March, according to police. So she just got this job. She just started working here. She hasn't been at this place for a month and already she was doing it. Now, also in the audio, it was saying that, and when the news clip, it was also saying that she had passed all different background checks, like any criminal stuff and everything like that. And I think a lot of people, sometimes, you know, they keep their record clean and get these jobs. And then when they get into the job or the positions they want, then that's when they want to wreak havoc and show who they really are. They let the fangs show. And that's exactly what she did. Now, this is the only picture I could find of her at the time of me recording this video, which is on April 10th, 2023. I haven't seen or found a picture of her having a mugshot or whatnot. This is the only picture that I found floating around of her. Maybe by the time this video goes up, it'll probably be more. But this is the only one that I've seen. The crazy thing about it is if you cut out the background and put her up against a plain blue wall or a gray wall, it looks like it could be a mugshot because she looks like she's taking a mugshot picture right here. But hopefully she gets the book thrown at her. The same way she was throwing that child around, they need to throw the book at her as well. Now, as far as the daycare center goes, they're probably going to be under some scrutiny as well, because they're going to be like, how did you not know about this woman? But if she passed all the background checks, then they're going to have to change their background check policy to see what else can be done in order to ensure that this does not happen again. You heard one of the parents say that she doesn't feel safe having her child there while she's at work. So now what this is going to end up happening is parents are going to start pulling their children out of this place because they're not going to deem it safe because of one person, and this one person messed it up, which means that daycare facility is probably going to lose business and money. And then now that they have this cloud hovering over them in a criminal investigation because of what she did, now people can be like, I don't know if I want to go there, because this actually made world news. This did not stay local. Like, this actually popped up on world news. You know how some stories will stay more to that, conducive to that region where it's affected? No, this made world news. So, like I said, the business, hopefully the business doesn't, suffer. It might suffer a little bit, but hopefully not too much because of what one person did. But just a word of caution to people out there: when you're hiring, just make sure you know who it is that you are hiring.